Hello, everybody! Cynesk111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII as Gilgamesh. We are now in the modern age, and we've chosen the Ottomans to carry our legacy. I know I said I'd be going for a militaristic legacy for the modern age, but with how well I've been managing my finances and treasure convoys in the exploration age, I feel more confident in getting the economic path completed, even after failing twice when I was playing as Simon Bolivar and Edward Teach. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do about that, but first we got this first turn stuff to take care of. Like growing all the towns that can be grown. As it turns out, there's actually a lot. Pretty unexpected. Almost done. Okay, now that's finally done. I can finally start building a grocer in Parsa, right over here. Where there's an empty spot. And we got all of these factory resources that I can't do anything with right now. For now, I can just put the tobacco resource over in Ardabil, and the pearls resource can go over to Pathragata City. These bonus resources are all unassigned, so I'll have to assign them to wherever I feel is necessary. I think I'm gonna give the crabs resource over to Maka, because it is the least populated of my settlements, even though there's no warehouse buildings there. Least happy town would be Parsa for some reason. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. I think that should be good for right now. I am going to have to get some warehouse buildings going in Maka at this time. Okay, Grocer is a warehouse building, so that's going to be good. I'm also going to get a fishing quay in, followed by a harbor for some additional food. I do know that I want to research mass production as quickly as I can if I want to get an edge up on my rivals. Also competing for the economic victory. I am going to do natural history as my first civic. I don't think I got the compendious book at any point in the exploration age, but I think that was the policy that I failed to get back then. But I'll still go for Angarium, Sales and Trade, and let's do City of Peace. Okay, got science up some. What do I want to produce for Ardabil? Let's do a grocer. And I'll overbuild the temple. Why not? And another grocer in Pathragata, right here, overbuilding the temple as well. Alright. Alright, that got my gold to over 500 per turn. My gold income, I should say. Also, I got these two independent powers that I'll need to be careful of. What were they? Kumasi and Bukhara. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase some troops so I can go ahead and take care of those real quick. I don't know if anyone in my homelands is going to get to them before I do. This Janissary will also help matters pretty nicely. I got a ship of the line here, which I can use to explore some parts of the ocean that I still have yet to see. And I'll have this scout do the same. And this scout do the same. I'm not exactly sure when I had two scouts. It is the day after I recorded those last 4 parts that I'm recording this one. Now I gotta choose a government. Bureaucratic monarchy would sound fitting for Gilgamesh. I'll choose that. Not sure if there's any narrative events that can come from selecting what governments we have based on what leaders we play as. And already Bukhara is entering my territory. I'll have to deal with that real quick. The Cuirassier will provide a nice distraction while the Janissary comes in on Bukhara itself. Oh gosh, Kumasi has 4 rifle units. This should counter those real nicely. And we have started a celebration. I'm just gonna do gold for right now, since I am gonna need a bunch of that gold to purchase any buildings relating to me completing the economic legacy path of the modern age. I just knocked that guy down like that. Okay, I'm guessing this land is connected to the rest of the continent that Pachacuti's empire is in. Okay, that's one of my cuirassiers down already. I probably won't need to purchase any more for the time being, so long as I judge how to take out these 2 hostile powers. Pretty good. I've also seen that Genghis Khan's relationship with me has changed from unfriendly to neutral. I guess we're slowly forgiving each other over the war we had because of the alliance. Oh, so Isabella's taken a big chunk out of the Mongolian lands, hasn't she? Steam engine's complete. One other thing I still want to do is try to claim some more of the peninsula I'm on. And I do have 2 settlement limit left before I reach it. 2 settlements left before I reach the limit, so let me just go ahead and purchase a settler right now. Okay, it looks like Kumasi is gonna go down right now. There it is. That changed our relationship with Pachacuti from neutral to friendly, for some reason. And we discovered another independent power. Pangsang of the Wa people. That's a pretty unusual name for a people. Still gotta remember that I cannot auto-explore when my scouts are near hostile units. I ought to get an ironworks going to make construction of my appropriate buildings for the economic path faster. I may want to purchase another cuirassier for good measure. Okay, that's one of the independent powers taken care of. That's a big mistake, Scout. And now, you're gone. Bukhara is no more. But their units still remain, so I don't think there's anything they'll be able to do about it. I can safely settle my next town over in this area right down here. Though it is going to... It could potentially come at the cost of Mosun Kahni becoming hostile with me because I'm settling so close. But what do I care? It's high time I got the economic victory at this point. Okay, good. You're moving away from the hostile powers. Ah, this scout thought he could get away. He thought wrong. I think I'm gonna get an ironworks over in Pathragata as well, to be on the safe side. I think I would rather have it overbuild the bazaar, because then my influence would go down if I built it over the guild hall. Military science is done. Okay, there's only 2 technologies standing between me and mass production. My science I should probably try to get higher if I want to research mass production at a rate I'm good with. I don't think I'll be needing these cuirassiers for the near future, so I'm just putting them to sleep. Natural history is complete, and my settler is almost to its destination. What's the Ottoman tree like? So it's Lale Devri that gets me the buildings. The unique buildings along with the mastery. And I could just go for the wonder right off the bat if I wanted to. I could try. I'm gonna have to wait another turn before I can settle. That's okay. And here we go. Nguru. With 2 dots above both U's. I think I pronounced it right, but I'm not 100% sure. Some rail stations would definitely help, because they would provide production for settlements with tobacco. Why are you still not asleep? That should definitely heal you for any future wars I might take part in. You haven't slept either? I thought I did put you to sleep. I don't really know what kind of sense that makes. I'm gonna have to get my ship of the line away from Dublin if I want to have it auto-explore once again. Another reason why I chose Bureaucratic Monarchy is because Gilgamesh's relationship change will be amplified during a celebration if I choose the bottom part. Plus 30% relationship change from endeavors and sanctions for 10 turns. It would be appropriate if I want to be friendly with all the other leaders in the game. But still, I think I want to go for a plus 20% gold for 10 turns. Because I still want the gold necessary to build rail stations and factories. And ports, too, since they connect the because they connect the settlements to others across the water, from homelands to distant lands. Okay, I think my ship of the line may be at risk again. I think I've gotten this narrative choice back in the Exploration Age a lot, but I'll read it anyway. Growing Pains. Loss is a universal experience, and every facet of life can reflect its sorrowful face. What was once an intimate alliance has crumbled, with nothing but memories for rubble. Well, gee, I wonder why. I'm going to accept the necessary consequences for the gold. And Pachacuti wants an alliance with me. Who's he at war with? Okay, he's hostile towards Genghis Khan and Ashoka. Still friendly with Isabella. It could be worth honoring my alliance to defend my 2 settlements from Genghis Khan should I go to war with him. And I get my plus 20% growth bonus back. After all these years. In-game, I mean. I don't think I want to build an exploration base just yet. I'll do it if there's no other space. Great. I guess this had a much bigger effect on relationships than I thought. Oh wait, it was the gold choice that I went for during this celebration. Okay. It is good to see what it does sometimes. While I'm thinking about it... Yes, I do want to port in one of my 2 cities. Settlements. Sorry. Saint-Shand. And maybe a fishing quay would do pretty good along with that. Okay, that sounds good. Combustion's complete. Industrialization is next. And the scout's going up towards Inuit... Inuit Nunangat. I think I've done enough exploring on the land for now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill it off. And the other scout, where is it? That's my ship of the line right there. Okay, there it is. I think I'll keep it for the time being, because I've still got all this place to explore up here and over here. I don't think I'll be getting to that bigger area anytime soon. In the event that I do become hostile with Mosun Kahni, I may want to try taking it out as well. Isabella, I see, isn't going for it right now, so I'm gonna see how things will go between those 2. I think a merchant would be a pretty good idea. Can't slot anything in right now, unless I had a factory with me. Pachacuti wants open markets? Sure thing. Okay. So I can unlock a rail station with industrialization and the factory with mass production. That's good to know. I thought it was from the same technology, but apparently not. I'm just gonna get another settler for right now so I can reach the settlement limit. I think Ciudad de Mexico would be a pretty good choice. It's got a few factory resources that I would like to use. Okay. That should be good for right now. Not much going on between turns, but you know what? Screw it. I'm killing off this scout too. The ship of the line can stay because I don't really see it getting into a lot of situations with hostile independent powers. Two turns until industrialization is complete, so I think I can do a museum for right now. Overbuilding the dungeon. One turn left before my settlers complete. Nothing to slot in. Lale Devry is complete. And I am going to do modernization. It gets us a policy for overbuilding. More gold. Sadef Kakma. +3 culture on quarters with at least 1 happiness building. +3 happiness on quarters with at least 1 culture building. That sounds pretty interesting. Okay, it only seemed to affect the culture, which is okay. Gonna start the hammam. Right. Actually, okay, only 1 turn left before industrialization is complete. I think I got time. Hammam over here too. This place will do. Settler. I do want to settle it somewhere down the middle, but I don't want to risk Mosun Kahni getting hostile with me. Okay, so this looks like a pretty good place, especially with the city icon. It's adjacent to 3 resources at the same time, with more right up here. I think it would be best if I placed it right here so I can get to the center of all these resources. Some of which are factory resources, but I can get a load of bonus and city resources from it too. Industrialization is complete. Okay, Pathragata is constructing a museum. It's going to take 10 turns to complete mass production. Okay, rail station. You're going right here. The rail station for Parsa, I think would be pretty good. Right over here. Setting the way for factories to produce goods. And the Ural River is flooding again. Good. That means I gotta spend some gold to repair everything it damaged, even though it's not gonna cost very much. I'm just gonna get a rail station up here for the time being. I don't want it too close to the border. Not touching. The rail station over here probably wouldn't hurt either. Like so. Some more culture for Parsa, at least. We can also build a rail station in Hagmatana, too. It's getting me ever closer to being able to construct a factory once mass production is complete. My settler has arrived at its destination, and voila! Constantine, which I believe would be the Turkish spelling for Constantine. Or Constantinople. But, as the song goes, that's no one's business but the Turks. Nah. Couldn't really keep a straight face about it. Okay, what do I want to do next? A port in Sparta. I think I'll put it right here just in case I need it to be connected to the sea too. Rail station I will definitely build. And let's get a harbor down right next to the port. I gotta make sure every single one of my settlements is connected by rail, or I won't have the resources necessary to complete the economic path. Actually, I will, but it won't be as easy. Modernization is finally complete. Good. Farmers market with Pachacuti, I will support. Absolutely. I aim to please. I don't really want to do political theory yet. I do want to wait until I get some more of these Ottoman civics done before I make a decision on what ideology I want to go for. Still need to build a rail station in Abalessa. Okay, I got one in Sparta already. Hagmatana 2, Tushpa. I don't have a rail station in Tushpa 2. That's something I'm gonna have to fix as soon as I have the gold to build it. Just as we got mass production completed. I would like to go for electricity, because I know that I am behind the tree, in a way. I don't have academics researched yet, so I would like to go for electricity, then urbanization, then anything else that I would need. More gold, please. Thank you. We'll do civil engineering. That is nice. I get to overbuild stuff more efficiently. Game froze on me for a moment. Okay, good thing it didn't crash. I still want more production so I can get all these buildings built faster. How many settlements have I connected by rail? None yet, according to this Sage tracker. But they will be, in time. I wonder if there's a way I can check to see when all of these settlements will be connected by rail. I don't think there is yet, but I think that's something the devs should probably add in a future update. Whenever that's going to be. Oh, the Krishna River.
Now is the time.
It's also flooding. Okay, I think it's only this fishing boat that got damaged. Okay, I can get a rail station down right here. It's gonna come with me relocating a rural population over here.
If the tulip cups are absent,
Lale Devry is completed. The mastery for it is. Okay, so still saying that no settlements are connected by rail yet. I am clearly going to need a port if I want to keep this up. And a harbor along with that. Hopefully that'll get across the that'll get the rail network across the river okay. I'm gonna do... Okay, I got both of these unique buildings and the Wonder okay. I think next would be Sahi Topu. Living Standards, Kara... Shahan Shah... I think I'll just do Living Standards. Plus 25% gold and happiness towards maintaining buildings. I'll see how this turn plays out. There's quite a lot to keep track of. But yeah, I do French Empire. Ajaccio is the settlement you're choosing to settle on this island right here, but I already got to the Cowlin, so I don't think there's a whole lot you can do about it. Womp womp. I'm gonna do a few more turns, then check back on the Railroad Tycoon legacy path to see if any of my settlements are finally connected by rail. Okay, I saw something happen down here, so that's a good sign. I will do the Kami here, and then the Hammam here. That's gonna officially complete my first Ottoman unique quarter. What's it gonna be? The Coulier. The Coulier is what it is. Kami can go right here. And that will complete its Kami in 8 turns. Assuming everything goes well. And I don't want to go for anything else. Okay, how's the railway connection going? Still nothing. Tushpa already has a rail station. Tarsus does not. I'll fix that real quick. Constantinier, I know for a fact does not, so let me get one in. That'll do nicely. I think that should finally get me a few settlements connected to my rail network. overall. But still, I'm gonna have to check as soon as this turn plays out.
The beauty of
Electricity is complete. Oh, man. Don't really know what it's gonna take at this point. I know for a fact that I have factories unlocked. Huh. Okay, so Parsa is producing its own rail station, so... So the Kami is definitely going to have to wait. But I think that is going to about do it for this part. I know these stations are causing all of my settlements to become connected by rail, but I don't really pay attention to how much time it takes before they're all connected, despite the fact that I do have rail stations present in most of these by now. On the homelands, at least. I know Ardabil does not have a rail station. Drat! I'm gonna have to mop up the rest of the settlements that don't have any rail stations at this time, starting in the next part. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you. Bye!